There we go. We are. Okay, y'all. So today we are just going to be relaxing and doing some fussy cutting. Um, Today was kind of a tiring day for me, so I just kind of want to relax and do something fun. This is a vintage book that I found at a garage sale, and I got it for a couple of bucks, and I really am in love with the images here. So what I thought we could do is a quick flip through of it, and then I can start cutting. Some things that you want before you fussy cut is a way to store things. So I have a couple of things here. I like to use these clear folders. So this is a clear, um, just kind of folder that has like a little button, and I like to keep stuff in collage fodder in there. You can get these on Amazon and you can get like 20 of them all together, and it's really nice. And then I'll also use Ziploc bags to separate some stuff because there's some beautiful letters in here. There's some small animals, just lots of little different things that I wanted to separate but keep it all on the same thing. So I thought that that would be really fun. So first let's do a flip through of this book and see how beautiful it is, because it really is a pretty book. Let me make some room here because my desk is, of course, ever messy. So let's see here. So first you've got these beautiful birds, and what I'll probably do is for this side, I will probably only cut the birds on this side of the page, because if you actually look at this image, it's the exact same image but duplicated. So I'll probably start with this side, and I absolutely love how these birds look. I think they're very unique and cool looking, so that should be really fun. Um, and then look at these beautiful paintings that are in here. So just doing a little flippy flip. And look at how cute this little girl is and her dog. So cute. Oops. Let me move that out of the way so it doesn't fall over. I swear I'm one hot mess, guys. One hot mess. But look at all these little images here. Got lots of different cute pictures. Little Miss Muffet was always my favorite. So little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet eating her curds and whey, when along came a spider and sat down beside her and frightened Miss Muffet away. Those cute little kitties. We've got the three blind mice and the hickory dickory dock clock. I definitely want these. These are really cute for the for the little piggies that went to the market and stayed home. Very neat little vintage feel to this book, and there's just so many really cute little images, so I just know that this is going to be perfect for collage. Got some numbers on some leaves and some animals, so counting. This is what really drew me to this book, is I cannot wait to cut out these letters. I think these letters are going to be fabulous, and luckily the way they are in the book, they're on one side. Oh, hey Zal, how you doing? Today we're going to be fussy cutting, but I'm just kind of looking through the book that I'm going to be working with first to show you some of the images. But since the letters are all on one side, I should be able to get the whole alphabet out of here, which should be exciting. And we should also be able to cut out some of the words and stuff in the middle too. Look at that, isn't that pretty? Love that. Got some houses over here. You've got the three little bears, so I'll be able to get fussy cut out some bigger images as well as some smaller images, which is really cool. What I thought I would do for the three little pigs is actually cut out their individual houses. I think that would be really interesting and fun. So I think that'll be really cool. You've got Little Red Riding Hood in here. This beautiful, almost Native American looking lady that I guess is actually Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, but to me she looks almost Native American. She looks really pretty. And you've got these images in here. Some doggies. Aw. There's a little doggy and a swan. So there should be some good word fodder that we can get out of this too, which should be kind of interesting. The invisible dog, I've never even heard of that story. Got some lions in there. Got this little kid taking care of all the farm animals. Some bears, some really pretty owl images. I really love this page too. There's something really cool about this page, so I can't wait to take those images out too. Those should be really cool for collage. Some zebra, or not, did I just say zebras? I swear I know my animals, guys. Some giraffes. This giraffe is really funny to me with his little neck. And we've got some birds, this beautiful cat image, some more pigs. More piggy stories. It looks like some pigs going on vacation or something. An apple cottage, which this is really cool because in this image you can see the inside of the cottage, which is really cool. Yeah, so I think this should be a really fun book to harvest. And you know, these are all stories that people have grown up with for years and years, and this is not a very hard book to find. I did find it on eBay as well, but I happened to see it at a garage sale and I was super excited about it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and cut out our first page here and then start removing some birds. So what I do to remove pages from books is I just simply take a just a razor blade and then just gently cut. You know, it doesn't have to be a perfect cut or anything. Like I see that this wants to kind of go wherever it wants to go, which is fine. Um, Something that we can also probably do with this is after this book is fully harvested, this book can be turned into a journal of some sort. So we can reuse the cover, which will be cool. So let's go ahead and start fussy cutting out some birds here. Anytime you are going to be fussy cutting, make sure that you have a good surface underneath. This board was actually made for cutting out things. So just be really careful because you don't want to cut your fingers or anything like that. I would also recommend having a good pair of scissors. I like using children's scissors because I find that I can get in tighter corners with them. So I'm just going to go ahead and start cutting in. I really like using the razor blade though because I find that I can cut much easier into things because you can get it super detailed, which is really great. So that's what we're gonna do. And try to get as close to the original image as possible. I like how these birds look like they're almost like drawn with just a marker or something. That makes them kind of cool. But yeah. So if you're not a scissor fusser cutter, maybe try using a razor like this and you might have a little bit of a better time with it. It just kind of depends on your preference and also what you're comfortable with because you should never use tools that you're uncomfortable with. Like if you're afraid that you're going to cut yourself with a razor, you're not going to have fun. So just kind of relax. I just thought that this would be a nice relaxing project for the day because I feel like I've been going very hardcore lately, especially with making journals and stuff like that. I just wanted to take some time and do something for me. So this is kind of a little bit of an indulgent live, I guess you could say. Because I really like doing stuff like this. and I am definitely someone who loves vintage ephemera. So I find this very fun. For those of you out there, whether you're with me or watching the replay, what kind of ephemera do you like to use? Do you like to cut your own ephemera? Do you like pre-made ephemera? I always find it interesting to know what other people enjoy. But you want to be really, really careful whenever you're doing this. But it can be really relaxing. So I'm just going to be very careful here. And sometimes whenever you're getting really close to stuff, you might put your finger down a little bit because you don't want the paper to accidentally wiggle and rip. Because the more you cut into it, the less it's holding it there. Hey Starla, how you doing? Good to see ya. We're just relaxing tonight and doing some fussy cutting. Let's see here. So I should be able to punch part of this out now. So let's go ahead and just gently lift it up. There we go. Oh, got a little bit of a square in there. Let's see if I can just gently. I think we're gonna need the razor again here. Hold on here. Doing all right tonight. It's the first time. Oh, really? Well, I don't have a specific time. I'm really glad to see you. I just kind of come on when I can. Usually it's when my child is supposed to be in bed, um, like now, but he's not for some reason. So I just kind of come on when I can, and then I stay on for about an hour, and then just kind of go on my merry way. Yeah, we've got our first little fussy cut there. I swear we put him to bed like not even 5 minutes ago, but he's up again. Well, today was his last day of kindergarten, so I kind of understand. He probably just has a lot of energy because this is his first summer. But yeah, he's supposed to be in bed. Thank you. Yeah, I like cutting with a razor. I mean, I don't mind fussy cutting with scissors. Like, I don't have a problem with it. There's something that's really cool about getting really close to the details. Ronan, sweetheart, go to bed, please. To the bathroom. Then go to the bathroom and stop mooing. I'm a cow, Mommy. Cow. I don't know if you heard him or not. He goes, "Why? I'm a cow, Mommy." Silly boy. Just a silly, silly boy. Yeah, I think so. I think he's very excited. And then his birthday is also coming up. So I think he's also got them birthday excitements because his birthday is on the 4th. And then right before his birthday is Daddy's birthday. So he's just got a lot of things to look forward to over the next couple days. So I get it. He's 5 right now. He's about to turn 6. So he's at that good age where everything's still fun. We're gonna, for his birthday, we're gonna take him to this cool place called Let's Go Play. It's like a giant tunnel town for children. But it's like indoors so they don't get too hot or anything like that. Should be a pretty fun time. Yep. And he's been talking about all day, I'm a first grader now. So he feels all old. And I'm like, I know my baby's so old. It's one of those where you're a proud mama, but you're also a sad mama. Because you're like, why are you growing so quick? '20 and '22. Oh, my goodness. I don't want to think about someday he'll be a full grown man. What am I going to do with myself? My little nephew, I call him little, but he just graduated from high school. And I'm like, I remember when you were this tiny kid at the pool who was so scared because you thought you were like going to sink or something and you were just holding on to me. And now you're a big guy and I don't know what to do with you. Yeah, he's at such a fun age right now, though. And I think he's enjoying it too. There we go. These are cutting out pretty good. This is Starlo. Right before you came in, I did a flip through of this book that I'm cutting out of. It's a vintage fairy tale book. Yes, all of the discovery and joy, that's for sure. And it's so cute because he'll learn something and then come up to us and teach us about it. And I'm like, oh. He, I guess on one of his last days of school, he made a little tambourine. And it's really funny because on one side it has a smiley face and on the other side it has a frowny face. And he's like, look at my tambourine I made, Mom. And then he like played it for a little bit. It was cute because it's got like little bells taped to it. He's so creative. I hope he keeps that creativity. Yeah, it's from this book right here. It's called Mother Goose Rhymes and Other Childhood Favorites. So I'm just kind of going, I'm going to go one page at a time until I get tired and fussy cut out of it. It's got some beautiful illustrations in it. I found it at a garage sale and figured, why not indulge a little? I mean, for a couple of bucks, you can't be mad at cutting it up, you know? I think my husband was a little sad about it, but that's okay. We have plenty of fairy tale books that have just as good of illustrations as this one has in it. I did feel a little bit bad at the garage sale, though. There was this sweet little old man, and he's like, this was one of my favorite books when to read my kids and stuff. And he was going on and on about how great this book was and about how he hopes I cherish it. I didn't have the heart to tell him that I collage. I think that would have probably upset him a little bit. That's okay. I'm enjoying it. I'm just enjoying it in my way. And it is technically at a good home, even if it's going to become something else eventually. It's going to become something beautiful. For that bird. That bird's really cool. Yeah, as long as you don't tell them how you plan to cherish it. Ain't that the truth? When I was a little kid, I used to collect books like this. So I have like a collection of old fairy tale books that I can give Ronan whenever he's, someday when he has kids or something like that. And I can even read to him now. Like we like to do bedtime stories before bed. So we'll pick out a book and read. Today was Daddy is Awesome by Bluey. We have the mom book to that one too, so I think I'm going to read it tomorrow. But, sometimes we'll read silly stories like that. Sometimes we'll read fairy tales. It just kind of depends. Like yesterday, we read Aladdin, which was really fun. Yeah. I told my husband, I go, I have the music stuck in my head, and we didn't even watch the movie. I asked my son, I go, have you even seen Aladdin before? And he said, no. I go, I know what you're doing this summer. You're going to get some culture and watch some good movies. So I had the Prince Ali, 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 Babwa stuck in my head. Let's see, so I already cut. Can't tell where to cut there. Oh, I see now. Okay. Sometimes when you're fussy cutting, it's a little hard to tell where you've already been. So I don't want to accidentally cut a new line that doesn't make sense for the other lines. There we go. I love those old movies. Though nowadays, because I'm an adult, I don't know if I just became desensitized to feelings or what happened, but sometimes those movies like make me really emotional. And I don't remember being that emotional when I was a kid. Like maybe I cried for Mufasa a few times, but I remember they did the live action Beauty and the Beast. Was it Beauty and the Beast? Yeah, when they did the live action Beauty and the Beast with Emma Watson, I remember sitting in the theater and they kept the words the exact same as the cartoon. And I started bawling in the middle of the theater. And I remember I was sitting next to my mom, and my mom leaned over and she goes, are you okay? I didn't know how to deal with that, I guess. It's kind of funny thinking about it now. So I'm gonna have to watch all these cartoons with him that I loved so much whenever I was a kid. And I'm gonna just sit there and bawl. Aw, yeah, definitely that could be it. You just take stuff differently, when you become a mom. Things that like before you just didn't even think of just make you really emotional. And I don't think that's a bad thing either. I think it's good to feel your feels. Mm-hmm. Definitely, definitely. Oh my gosh, especially because in that live action one, they like the bits that they added were perfect for the movie. Like they added an explanation for why her mom wasn't there. And I was like, oh my God, it's so sad. But yet it worked out so perfectly. I mean, they had to take a 30-minute movie and figure out how to turn it into an hour or two. So, I don't know. Stuff like that's just kind of funny. Go. Let's see. I think if I go straight across here, I'll have gotten it. Yeah, there we go. Isn't that a cute little bird? I love these little illustrations. I can't wait to cut out this guy. This guy's going to be really cute. Gotta be careful though with these like blades. They can come unloosened, so I keep like making sure that it's tightened because one day I was cutting with this and the blade popped out and I was like, "Ooh, was not expecting that." I think it's because as an artist, started out as somebody who draws. Um, So like drawing is one of my favorite things to like go back to. And so I just kind of look at it like I'm drawing it out when I'm fussy cutting it. Instead of thinking about where to cut, I would think about where I would want to draw it. And I think that makes it a little bit easier to think about the cuts because it's like you're sketching it, but with a knife. What kind of stuff do you like to work on, Styla? What kind of artist are you, out of curiosity? Ooh, I gotta be careful. I almost cut that foot off. Oh, hey, Carol. How you doing? Mixed media, yeah. I feel like I'm a late bloomer with mixed media and especially journal making. Like I've found that I have a real passion for journal making lately. But I really didn't start doing stuff like that except maybe about 2 years ago, I want to say. Otherwise, it was mostly always drawing. We are fussy cutting out of the Mother Goose Rhymes book. So I'm just kind of taking it a page at a time and enjoying some of these lovely sketches that are in here. These birds are just delightful. Let's take a look at these three that are down here. Yeah, I really enjoy ATCs. ATCs are really fun for me, especially because ever since I've like introduced myself to neocolors, like, and I get that, like, I still get to sketch with them, but then add the watercolor on top of it. Like, ATCs are a good time for me. Oh yeah, I can't wait to see all the good collage fodder I get out of this book. All the pictures are so beautiful in it. I just love vintage books like this. They are like a delicacy for me. They're one of those, what do they call that? A guilty pleasure? Yeah. Oh, are you saying that you need to fussy cut too, Carol? Well, while you're watching me, you could work on some nice fussy cuts. Just make sure you do safety first and have a good surface to cut on, and you're all set. You do? Well, you need to get those out immediately. 3 of those type of books. Yes, ma'am. I kept staring at this and I was like, do I really want to cut this stuff out? Because like part of me was like, oh, but the collage fodder, and the other part of me was like, oh, but it's such a cute book. And finally collage fodder won. Because I was like, I want to do something with it. I don't want it to just sit there forever. It is relaxing to fussy cut. Couldn't bear to cut up yours. Yeah, some of them are really old. I won't cut up the ones that are super, super old. Like I have some that are from I have a couple of them that I think are probably from the 30s, and you can kind of tell because all the illustrations in them, like they aren't super colored, and they just feel old. Like the pages feel old when you touch them, and I would never dare cut those up. But ones like this, you know, I after I bought this one at a garage sale, I looked and I was like, there's plenty of the same book around on eBay and stuff. So if other people are still, I don't feel like I'm taking away from anyone with this book. This is a book that's available. You know what I mean? So I was like, you just go for it, Keisha. Indulge yourself a little bit. Aw, yeah. Well, it's kind of like I like to make those golden book journals, but I won't do it with any of the golden book journals or any of the golden books that we actually already owned. Because, I feel like those are for our family. But if I find them at a garage sale or something, those are other people's. And even if they're the same book, I don't mind cutting those up. Like the other day, I made like a Rudolph one, and we have the same exact one in my son's room. And I was like, but this one has my husband's name on it from when he was a kid. So, you know, I'll use the garage sale one. And that other one can be an heirloom for our family and stuff as it gets older. And, if someday they want to do something with it, they can. But I think that's nice. I do have my limits sometimes. Sometimes. Do I ever show my journals? I can grab one right now if you want to see one. I have a couple of different types of journals. I'm not gonna get out the one that had the gel plate stuff in it because I finally got all the I ended up putting deli sheets in between all the pages. But I do have a video I just released today of that one. But I made this journal not long ago, which is a different gel plate journal that I'm actually going to be keeping. So I've got that kind of journal, and then I also have my golden book journals, which I'll grab one of those real quick. Let's see. I really like this little cowboy one that I made the other night. This one's called Lasso to the Moon. I've never heard of this book before. But in these, I just, those big 12 by 12 card stocks? I use those in here, and what I do is I just every other page it. So I'll put an original page in here, and I like putting page protectors on the original pages. That way they don't break or anything. And then I'll put in 3 pages of cardstock. So 1, 2, 3, and then you'll get the original page again. But I kind of like those. I call them junk journal starters because I don't add pockets or anything to them. I just really enjoy making them. And then I figure somebody else can make it into what they want it to be. Um, but yeah, that's what I like to do with the golden journals. And then I actually have one that I kept for myself. Um, and this one is called the Happy Little Whale. Um, so this is one of my golden book junk journals that I made that I decided to keep. And I renamed it the Unhappy Whale because what I eventually want to do is I want to remake the story that's in here and actually make it happy because right now the original story was so sad. Um, like this little whale gets captured and then it ends up working for a circus, and that's why it's the happy whale, is because it basically turned into a slave, you know what I mean? For entertainment, and I don't think that that's a happy story whatsoever. So my plan is to eventually go through all these pages and repaint the story to where the whale is actually happy in the ocean. Um, so that's my idea. Like eventually I'll paint over this to where instead of this whale being so sad and captured in a net, I'll repaint it to where the 3 whales are playing together. And I want to make it a happy story because, I felt so bad for this whale. And then I'm also putting like different types of fish collage and stuff in here too. So I'm going to make it a happy story. And My goal is once this journal is completed, I will repaint the cover to where it's no longer unhappy. Oh, bye, Carol. Thank you. Um, but I'll end up repainting the cover to where it ends up being a happy story. And that's my goal for it. So it's almost like I'm rewriting the story as I go along with it. Yes, I do on my Etsy, which my Etsy is in my description box. I have a whole bunch of these journals that I've made so that other people can hopefully have fun with them too. Um, but I've got golden journals on there, and I've got the gel plated journal that I recently made on there too. I've really enjoyed making the journals, but there's no way I can keep all these journals that I keep making. Otherwise, I would just have a house full of journals and nothing else, you know what I mean? Um, but yeah, so I've really been enjoying this new hobby. I think it's a fun hobby. And then, yeah, that one turned out really cute. All these cute little birds everywhere. I might also cut out this branch. I keep looking at this branch right here and I really like it with the leaves. So I may cut that out too, but I want to get the stork first. Yeah. I want to eventually, because my Etsy shop, I made my Etsy shop back when my grandpa passed away. And back then I used to only do resin, like resin jewelry and stuff like that. And I'm trying to revamp it now because I didn't work on it for a long time because I got kind of depressed for a while and resin just wasn't really doing it for me anymore. Um, but now that I have this new passion for junk journals and stuff like that, I I've reopened my shop, which is great because that was a goal that I had for myself this year. And I'm just kind of trying to begin again. You know what I mean? I just want to try it out again, see what works out with it. But mostly I just want to have fun making journals because I feel like I have a fun passion for it. And one of my friends in Illinois, she actually taught me how to make the junk journals starters from the golden books, and I thought that was a fantastic idea. And she said she didn't mind if I did it as well, so I just kind of went from there, and I've been having fun with it ever since. And it's been really interesting. I work from home. So I try to catch as many lives as I can while I'm at home. And I've just been noticing that lately I've been catching a lot of like junk journalers. Like Mama Juju. I think her channel is actually called like the Back 40s or something like that. But Mama Juju has an excellent channel for junk journaling. And then there's like Ginger Cat Lady, all these awesome people. Messy Die, Curiously Michelle. I feel like I'm just learning so much from their channels and I'm really, really having fun with the process. That is a really cool stork. Super cute. It's been a fun adventure. You like to see them, but you don't have the patience to make them. I understand. Like some of that stuff is a bit tedious. Um, that's why I think I really enjoyed making the junk journals that have the gel plate in them because I can mess around on gel plate all day. But sometimes some of those little pockets and stuff are really hard to make. I'm sure I'll get better at it with practice, though. You did one at Christmas and gave it to a friend? That's so sweet of you. That took a lot of time and effort. I bet they really appreciated that. There's nothing better than a homemade gift from a friend. Hours and hours, I know. And some people, I don't know how they just slap them out like it's the easiest thing ever. And I'm like, oh my goodness, you are so talented. It would take me a year to do that. But I know eventually I'll get better at it. And eventually, with that, I'll probably, with practice comes speed. So I just got to be patient with myself and just keep learning. There we go. I think I got it. Yeah. I don't know why. I just really liked this branch. Oh, I meant to get this little leaf out too. Oh well, it's still cute. Right, so I think I'm done with that particular page. So let's go ahead and see what the next page has in store for us. And I'm just going to, I have this bigger bag that I'm going to keep them in. Um, but also I like to keep like with like. And since all the illustrations in this book are so different, I have a Ziploc too. So I'm going to put these birds all together. That way, if I go to collage and know that I want birds specifically, it'll be in the same bag with everybody, but it'll have its own little file folder. Because I know if I mix it all together, I'm not going to look through all that. There we go. Yeah, so that'll be good. Press the air out of it. And then plunk her in there. Okay, let's see what our next page looks like. So I think this here's the next page, and we can get quite a few little things out here. We can get a goose face, we can get a chicken and some chicks. We got a bunny rabbit here, and then I want to do this. This actually reminds me of My Quiet Corner Carol, because it has that really pretty raven and then the little thing that it's sitting on. That reminds me of her. But yeah. So let's go ahead and cut this out. I know, chicken. Have you seen my conspiracy chicken signatures? Oh, I know. I would have been like, look, Carol, it's you. Hold on 1 second. Let me get my conspiracy chickens. So of course you know how Dee Dee and Janet and all them are down with their conspiracy chickens. Well, curiously, Michelle is doing a swap where you had to make weird signatures. And the weird signatures that I chose are conspiracy chicken ones. So this is the conspiracy chicken meetup. And then I put like little bird feathers in it. And then inside each of them has a little folder with a little top secret thing. And this one says Gretchen swears a UFO abducted Esther last Saturday. And this is Gretchen with her little cute foil hat on. And then in here, I've got Joanne Newman likes to send out these cute little Happy Meal things. So I put in just a funky looking chicken and then did like some of the gold Kuretake ink with it. And then this chicken here is like in a spaceship, so I shoved it in a pocket. And then I watercolored these chickens over here. They're so cute. And I put little hats on them. These were heavily inspired by the cranky crafter Marcy, because she had some watercolor chickens, and I was like, oh my god, those are adorable. I need them in my life. And then I put this crazy guy in here just because I loved his hair. I thought his hair was really pretty. I was like, if anybody's a crazy chicken, it's that guy. And then I put like a little pocket in here. So this is a little chicken pocket and it says meeting tomorrow and has like a little chicken paw on it. And then at the back it has little chickens peeking out windows looking suspicious. But yeah, those are my conspiracy chickens and I think they're hilarious. I made 5 of them. So 4 of them are for my pod that I'm in, which is an in-person pod, and then I made an extra one for Michelle. 'Cause she was like, "Can I have some conspiracy chickens?" I was like, "Yes, you can. Everybody needs a little bit of conspiracy chicken in their life." So yeah, I'm very proud of those. I think they're funny. And then it was really funny. I don't know if like I just talked about it so much or what, but it was really funny because Ginger Cat Lady Pam and like Aussie Die, Messy Die were like, what the heck is a conspiracy chicken? And then they went over to Dee Dee's and Janet's and started asking about it, and I'm like, ooh, the conspiracy chickens are spreading. I was like, that's totally my fault and I love it. Cause like anytime I'd go to a live, I'm like, I'm working on my conspiracy chickens. Yep, they're contagious. I just thought it was really funny. So hopefully everybody ends up loving conspiracy chickens and then everybody just starts making more things with chickens. And I would be totally fine with that. And then secretly I'll just be over here cackling like, look at all these conspiracy chickens. We should do chicken ATCs. See, they keep Janet and Dee Dee keep mentioning that they want to do a swap of some sort, and they were like zines or ATCs, and immediately myself and Joanne Newman were like, so we're doing conspiracy chickens, right? Like, please tell us, we will do this for you. So I don't think they've fully decided what they're doing yet, but I kind of hope that they take our idea to heart because I feel like their community is so interwrapped in these chickens that it's just a done deal. It needs to be a thing. Like, this needs to be the year of the conspiracy chickens. I think it would be funny. Actually, if you watch Janet, so in the first part of her stream, she'll read this like book about sarcasm that I sent her. And inside of the book of sarcasm is an ATC that actually has a conspiracy chicken in it. So I think that's pretty funny too. There we go. Got ourselves a loosey goosey here. There we go. We could use that or I went to say chicken head, this goose head somewhere. Yes, all the chickens. But yeah, I think that would be a very fun swap. Now, I'm sure whatever they end up actually planning is going to be totally fun and fine. But if they did that, it would be on legendary status. Just saying. Because I feel like nobody else could throw a conspiracy swap like those two can. So I'm gonna keep bringing it up to them until maybe they think it's a good idea. Right? It would be amazing to see what everybody comes up with. Like all the creativity. Like it would be excellent. Uh-oh, I just ripped this chicken's tail a little bit. It's okay. We're not gonna call home over one tail that didn't go right. So yeah, if you see them talking about, I don't know what we should do for the swap, bring up conspiracy chickens. We can make it a thing. Tell all your friends, bring it up to them. Be like, tell Dee Dee and Janet conspiracy chickens are what we want. Hmm. I'm gonna have to be really careful with this tail. It's not wanting to work with me. Because those are such intricate little lines, but I'm gonna try my best. So I'm trying to keep the tail intact. You're in my corner. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. We got this, girl. Let me lift up this tail a little bit so I can see. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's wanting to cut. It'll be okay. See, whenever I was trimming these little parts right in here, it was getting real delicate, so I was a little worried. But I think I can get it. I think I can. I think I can. Not gonna defeat me, Mr. Rooster. You have met your match. I do think it's funny though. Anytime I think about conspiracy chickens, I think about the movie Chicken Run. Did you ever watch that back when it came out? That was a good movie. If anybody was capable of conspiracy chickens, it was those chickens. Aw, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I just wanted to have something nice and relaxing to do. So I feel like I've been putting like a lot of pressure on myself to like come up with a masterpiece every time I put on a live. I'm like, you know what? Sometimes you can just sit back and relax and enjoy yourself. Stop being so hard on yourself, Keisha. Exactly. Because I don't want to turn it into a chore. I want to keep having fun. And I feel like I'm having a lot of fun, but I need to slow my roll a little bit. There we go. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get these chicks in here with this chicken. That's what I think I'm going to do. But with the chicks, I'm not going to cut them as close together because they got like a lot of details. So I'm going to kind of do like a cloud of chicken babies. Mm-hmm. Exactly, yeah. Because I don't want to take time away from Ronan. He's my number one. It's really cute though. He's always really interested when I stream. Like he'll come in here and like wave his little hand in front of the camera and he'll like get all cheesy and cute. I'm like, what are you doing, silly boy? But he really likes to do that because he thinks it's fun when people say hi to him on the camera. Mm-hmm. Exactly. And really, at the end of the day, it's all about him. Yeah, I think that looks good with those little chickens like that. I think that works. Go. Get this little beaky beak. Yes, there we go. It does look like Chicken Little. There we go. I think that's pretty cute. Yeah, that worked out pretty good. So that'll be really nice fodder. And then we've got this cute bunny. I don't think I'm going to use this big body of the bunny, but I do want the bunny's face because I think the bunny's face is really cute. So let's try to go for that. Because I think that the body as a whole is a little distracting. Very cute. Yeah, I agree, definitely. I can't wait till there's this one section in this book where it's these really intricate looking letters. Like, let me show you real quick. They're beautiful. That was towards the middle-ish, I want to say. Yeah, these. Look at how pretty these letters are. Like, I can't wait to cut those out. Those are going to be gorgeous. I mean, it's going to take a while for me to get that far. Like, because I mean, there's no way I'm getting that deep tonight. But I think those are going to be fabulous. This book in general is really cool. That was actually, those letters were the entire reason that this book caught my eye at the garage sale. I was like, I need those letters in my life. Do I know what I'm going to use them for? No, but it will come to me. If you build it, they will come. Let's see about this. There we go. Yeah, see, I think that's cute like that. Just a little bunny head. We didn't need that big old body. All right, now we got to cut out Carol. Gotta do Carol some justice here. I know, right? Like sometimes you just have something on your desk and you're like, I don't know what I'm going to use this for right now. And then suddenly, when you know, you know. And there's just like this magical moment where everything comes together. And that's how I kind of imagine these fussy cuts are going to be. Because there's something magical about the artwork behind this. And I just want to be able to do something with it that's going to do it justice. Because I'll have some things on my desk for like a couple months and I'll be like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. And then one day it's like inspiration hits and I have ADHD, so it's one of those things if I don't see it, it no longer exists kind of thing sometimes. Um, so to remind myself, I'll just like keep it around on my desk. Hence why I always joke around that my desk is super messy every time I go live. Like, I'm sorry, it's a problem. Ooh. Oh dear, don't move yet, Mr. Bird. The bird tried to move while I was still cutting. I'm like, I'm not ready for you to be that fast yet. There we go. I wish I would have had this whenever Carol and I actually did like an ATC swap and we sent each other some like happy mail and stuff. This would have been great to send her. Hey, how you doing, mediocre? Good to see you. We're just doing some little fussy cuts right now. Getting our collage fodder on. I think I want this cute little bird too. This little bird is speaking to me. So we will save it. We're just relaxing and getting our cuts on. It's been kind of an exhausting day. And you know what? It's Friday. So we got to get our Friday on. Oh my god, this bird is so cute and tiny. Look at how tiny it is. It's so cute. All right, so I think we got that page down. So we can go ahead and get rid of that. And then let's do another one. So we can do the other half of this page, which is right here. Let's see if I can gently finagle this out of here. Trying not to cut myself is what I'm trying not to do. Because that would be bad. All right, I think I got it. There we go. Let's see here. And I think for small animals, I can put them in the Ziploc. It should be able to work. It's okay. I get that autocorrect all the time, and I'm always like, I'm sorry, forgive me. Here's a cute book. We need this book in our life. I think this is going to be a really good cutout book. The lines are going right where I want them to, and it's just cutting like butter. It's making me very happy. Oh yeah. That is a proud fussy cut right there. That'll be really cute on something. Let's see. So we've got ourselves a dog, a cat, and a girl. I think I can separate them and get them to look right. For the cat, I might just do the cat's head. And then I want to do the little girl fully sitting. And then the dog. And I think that should be good. She is very cute. I love her little hair. What do we call that? A ponytail, probably? Little pigtail. I used to wear my hair like that when I was little. There we go. Got ourselves a nice little doggy head. There we go. Got her little top out. I'm gonna try to be gentle with her hair because I want to get that shape out without like murdering it, because it's such an interesting shape and I like it. Oh, yep, there we go. It's a little worried there because it felt like my knife wasn't really cutting through for a second. I think we can get her. I'm making the weirdest face while I'm cutting this out. I just have my tongue sticking out and I just like look really concentrated, probably. Like, I will get you out, little girl. Oh, what's going on with this hair up here? Come on. There we go. Yes, we got her. And then I wanted this cat head, so let's get this cute little cat head with the tongue. All right. Thanks for hanging out, Starla. I appreciate you. You have a good night, girl. Let's see if we can get this little kitty out. Meow. Oh my god, is that not the cutest? Yes, super cute. Well, and with that, I think I'm gonna go ahead and stop for the night too, because it's been a little bit over an hour. And we've gotten a lot of puppy pets out of this. So I've only harvested 3 pages so far, and I got this little girl, I've got all these cute animals here, and I got a whole bag of birds. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and stop for the night, and I hope that everybody that stopped by is having a good night, and I will catch you next time. Bye.